Welcome to a new What I Eat in a Day. It has been quite a while since I had this rice sourdough bread, so I decided to get it and have it for breakfast this morning. On top of the bread, I mashed half of an avocado, which probably is not a surprise. I mean, sometimes I have hummus, but mostly it's avocado. The reason, or one of the reasons to why I'm eating so much avocados is because before I started studying nutrition, I followed a lot of male personalities on social media who posted about, plant-based eating, and they promoted kind of a low-fat diet. And I mean, it may work for some people, but women need healthy fats for healthy hormones. So once I started to eat avocados regularly, my severe, chronic acne disappeared. Nowadays, I only get a few pimples during my period, pretty much. And avocados obviously are not, they weren't the only, cure to my acne, but it was a major contributor, or including more healthy fats was a major contributor. I didn't only start eating avocados, I included more healthy fats, but avocado was an easy way to do it. Anyway, I usually add herb salts, but since sauerkraut contains a lot of salt, I figured that I might not need it since I was gonna add sauerkraut. I was gonna have an apple, but the bananas were starting to brown, so I had that instead. Then I made a matcha latte. There's something so comforting about matcha lattes, and making one is kind of meditative. By the way, I have a link in my description box where you can contribute a little bit. It's called Buy Me a Coffee, but I've changed it to Buy Me a Matcha. If you like what I'm doing and you want to support me, you don't have to, you really don't. But if you want to, that's really nice and highly appreciated. So yeah. As usual, I used pea milk for the matcha latte. I will link the specific one I used in the description box. I don't know. I was trying to see if I could make some kind of latte art here, but no, it doesn't work like that. After a workout, I had a protein bar. I had a later lunch this day and I had a leftover pasta salad, which is actually from my upcoming ebook. I don't know when it's gonna be out yet, but stay tuned. But this pasta salad is so full of flavor and it contains artichoke hearts and sun-dried tomatoes. This salad is just so delicious. Artichokes are prebiotic, by the way, so they act as food for the good gut bacteria. Then I had an apple, which is also a good prebiotic. Because I was working on that pasta salad recipe the day before, I wanted to make something simple for dinner this day. And for me, one way to make a simple meal is to roast vegetables. So to a baking sheet, I added carrots and frozen cauliflower. I use frozen because it's more convenient. I don't have to cut it, I don't have to wash it. I don't have to make sure that it hasn't gone bad. Yeah, frozen is just so much more convenient. And it actually has a lot of nutrients. Some people think it doesn't, but it does. Then I added chickpeas for protein. Yeah, and then I drizzled on avocado oil and I seasoned everything with herb salt and dried parsley. I was gonna make a more flavorful dressing, so I wanted the actual vegetables to be simple. As usual, I roasted this at 200 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. Then I began preparing the dressing, at least trying to, as you will see. So first I added tahini, then I added lemon juice, I forgot to press record when adding the spices, but I still wanted that part filmed, so I added extra. It was salt, pepper, and curry powder. But obviously I added too much salt and then I was stressed, so I added too much water, and as you can see, it just turned out soupy. I don't like throwing away food, but this time I had to. So I remade the dressing, but I used apple cider vinegar instead of lemon juice because the lemon I had just wasn't juicing, as you probably could tell in that earlier clip. But this time I did it like I normally do, by whisking it first before adding a tiny splash of water, whisking it and adding it gradually. And now, as you can see, it turned out much better. Then I cooked quinoa, so I rinsed it first like you should, and then to the cooking water I added herb salt, which is like healthier veggie stock without sugar and stuff. You can find the link to the specific herb salts I use in the description box. As I was plating this up, I felt like everything looked a bit beige, and in the back of my head I knew I had intended to add something more to get more color contrast, but I could not remember what it was until I was done eating. It was pomegranate seeds. But for some reason I added more dried parsley instead, because I figured that adding something green would make something pop, which it did not. And then I added another beige element, sauerkraut. But it still tasted good. It's just nice when your food looks pretty and colorful, but it can still be good when it's beige, okay? And after dinner, I had a square of dark chocolate. And that's all I ate this day. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.